What's going on, everybody? I am Just a Gamer Racing, and welcome to my first video with voice commentary. You're joining me here on our championship day, our morning race at Mosport Karting, and we are qualifying in 6th place today. Start of this race. We are trying to fight our way into 3rd overall for the standings. So racing today is really important. We need a combination of like 4th place and 5th place, or 6th and 2nd, you know, that kind of thing. But it was a great day. We had a lot of cloud cover. We could not have asked for any better luck of it not raining. But as you can see, like I said, I qualified 6th place here. And you know, generally for this race, it was actually, excuse me, quite a good day. Quite a good race. It wasn't too dirty. It wasn't too slick. Everyone had a good, semi-clean race. There was obviously a couple bumps here and there. We'll get into that during the race. We're just going through the parade lap here. Cutting a couple corners. We are doing our full track layout today. The Nationals layout, they call it. So we're going to be doing a lot more track than what you just saw there as we come around into the final turn of the parade lap, making sure we're all lined up nice and even. It was a good day. I will say I'm very happy with my results. I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I've posted so far. If you do, please drop a subscription on YouTube. No, it's a good time. But here we go. We're lining up for the parade. We're lining up for the green flag, and there we go. We're off and racing. The cart in front of me, number 74, you see as I get a bump there. She had quite a few good lines, actually. I thought I could make a move on her to get by, but she just had a little bit more power. But as you see, we're staying in that snake formation, just pushing each other through the turns into turn 2 there. And you see, like, you'll see a couple times I try to make a few moves, but today on this lap here, we're just staying in line. We're trying to feel out everybody on the track. Going into turn 4 here, 4 and 5. Cart in front of me, 74, she got a little loose in some of the turns. Like, she went a little wide. I thought she was going to lose it a few times, I'm not going to lie. We go into, this is where we skipped in our parade lap. We go down into our lower bowl. You know, I can't quite pull the speed I need to get past into, 5th place. But it's going. Here's where I try and make my first move. Her going to the far left of the track, it gave her a better run, so I backed off a little bit to make sure she didn't, you know, bump me off the track, or I didn't bump her off the track. So into the final turn, nobody really switched positions that I've noticed. I get up behind 74. You can see the top 4 in front of us are starting to pull away, so I was like, okay, we gotta work together here. I gotta push you. I gotta get you going. We gotta go. Up into turn 2, get into the back of 74, and we're pushing her to get caught up here. I see we just made a lot of time up there. Now we're right up there with the leaders again. Coming down turn 3, down the hill. I don't know why 74 moved over. I think she thought I had a better run than her. We go into turn 4. See, she goes wide, way wide like that, but it seemed to work for her. See the cart in front of her, he keeps peeking back like, oh, where's everybody? Where is everybody? There's another cart here. He gives me a little bump into the turn, and I wasn't too happy with that one. Cart 90 there in front of me, the red suit. Not gonna lie, I might have tried to give him a little bump back, but I missed. So now I'm down to P7 in the race. We just have to race. We just have to drive. We have to drive as fast as we can. As you can see, 90's cart had huge speed, so he got by 74 as well. Into the S turns here, pretty smooth and clean. Usually Usually when I'm going through the S turns, you can, oh, you see 74. She pushed 90 into the rumble strips a little bit. But usually going to the S turns, you know, I come through and is a little slippery. Like I skid through that turn. Today, these races, it seemed like it was just as smooth as butter. Like we just could not make a mistake as much as we wanted to try to. But here again, I get into the back of 74. I think, okay, I might have a run, so I go wide. Nope. So I squeak back in behind. I start pushing into turn 4 under the hairpin. I go tight in, thinking maybe I get a tighter run. Little bit of one, but her cart just had a little bit more power to push her up ahead of me, so I can't really make a move on it. I don't want to ruin anyone's race. And I think here I tried to jump a curb a little bit. Still didn't work that well. So I get up behind her again. And once again, we're pushing. We can't make our moves because we're going to ruin someone's race. And we don't want to ruin someone's race. We could try on our straightaways. This is like the passing area. This is the closest I got, I think, to passing her. We were side by side. She jumped the curb. We go into the S turns. A little contact there, but nothing big. Nothing to slow anyone down. So we were just going. I'm taking peeks because there are 2 carts behind me. And we are trying not to drop down to dead last. Sorry if you hear a couple sniffs here and there. I'm just gotten up while recording this, so I get a little sniffly. Going into turn 2, turn 3, coming around the bend. Just hugging tight. Try to cut in on the inside of the turn here, coming down the hill. And again, look at, we're side by side. I'm watching, making sure she doesn't come across and I don't slide up into her. I back off the turn. Going a little tight. Probably one of my faster turns on that time, but wasn't faster than 74. Look at that. She pulled away. So this race, I believe, was only 5 laps. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to make our last moves and all that stuff. But going on the outside of the bowl turn here, try and get a run on her. Come cut back inside. And again, you know, side by side. Just a little bit, but not enough power on my cart. The cart was great. Number 80 cart was great. It just didn't have the power it needed. So as you see on the right side of the screen there, as we come by, we're rolling into the last lap here, running 6th or 7th of 9 racers, I believe it was. And you know, we're pushing up the hill, using that draft, using that bump draft to kind of gain a little leverage here. The carts are a little bumpy. I'm glad I had the anti-shake on my camera. So I figured, you know what, I'm not going to get by her. Let's just push. Let's go. Let's break away from the 2 behind us. I back off into a turn because we've had issues, some racers, where we, I just telling her to go there. We've had issues where people push each other into turns and it sends the person in front way off into the dirt. And that's not something I like to do. That's not a good racing mindset to be in. So, you know, I start to push and I was like, you know what, we're not catching. So here she's telling me to push and I'm like, okay, 74, I'll push you, but it's a little late now because we're on the last lap, last turns here. It's not like it's going to mean anything, but I know what you mean. I got a little bump there from the guy behind me, put me into the grass. So here we go. There's one of our carts behind me trying to make a run. Couldn't make it. So we finished our race in 7th place. Not a horrible race. Not a horrible finish. Would have liked to finish 6th to get those extra 4 points. But, you know, 7th, it's a 32-point race there. I needed 110 points to max up to 3rd overall. So we we have one race left in the afternoon of this day. I will post that again. If you guys like this video and my commentary, please leave a like, drop a follow, and I'm always down for more criticism. Not criticism, but more helpful hints, things I can do better, things that I could change. Um, I wish I would have started this a little earlier in the season. This is obviously the last two races of the season. But I hope you guys like it as we come around into the pit lane to finish our race. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.